Good morning, everyone. Hope you're doing well. Today we're going to do a more general kind of a class, yoga class. So focus just on lengthening and elongating the body and strengthening also. So we're going to start as usual sitting down so you can take an easy seat. So just cross your legs, sit on a cushion if you need to. I'm going to start by straightening our back, rolling our shoulders back, setting ourselves down, hands down on your knees, and close your eyes. And if you're just waking up here, just take a few deep breaths going through the stomach and the lungs. Just trying to focus here. How does your body feel? How did you wake up today? Anything sore? Try to just focus on just a general feeling without judging it. Deep breath, inhale slowly. Exhale through the nose. Inhale. Exhale. Getting fresh air in the lungs. If it helps, focus on the point in between your eyebrows. Just listen to the sounds around you. It's always important to start or to finish a yoga class. It's just a short moment of silence, just deep breathing. We're going to start with 3 ohms, so the universal mantra Om. So bring your hands in prayer. Take a big inhale. And a second time, inhale. And one last time. Hands down on your knees. Slowly open your eyes. And before we start this class, I just wanted to go through with you a very basic pranayama technique. So it's called Ujjayi breath, which is the powerful breath, they call it. And it's quite simple, and it's nice to try to keep that breathing technique throughout the class. So what it consists of is basically you're kind of closing slightly your throat or constricting your throat. So you're making a noise as you inhale and exhale, and the breath goes through your stomach. So as you inhale, you really blow up your stomach, and exhale, bring it back in. And you can imagine it's kind of the noise that you hear in a seashell, the noise of the ocean, or it's also the noise you make when you're trying to blur a window with your breath. So you can give it a try. So it doesn't matter if it's a really loud noise, as long as you really feel that breath going through your throat and going in and out of your stomach. So I don't know if you'll hear it from here, but we'll give it a try. So inhale. Exhale, stomach comes in. So this is really, it allows you to guide your breath and guide your movements. And it's nice to, as I said, let it lead your movements, your poses. But if it's too intense for you, if you're a beginner, if you're not able to keep that breath going, just don't worry about it. Come back to an easier breath. but we're going to try to keep this throughout the session. So give it a try yourself, just a couple times here. Inhale. So if it's not perfect at the moment, don't worry, it will come. Sometimes it just appears during the session. You realize they're actually doing it unconsciously and it just appears naturally. So we're trying to keep on doing this throughout the session. And we're going to start today lying down on our backs. So go ahead and lie down comfortably. And you're going to stretch your arms back behind you. You give yourself a nice stretch out your legs, your arms, everything tense. And release down. Do that another time. Inhale, stretch out as far as you can. And release down. And we're going to start on an inhale, stretch out. And exhale, bring your right leg in towards you and interlace your hands behind the knee and bring it in. So just bring it in lightly because we're warming up here. Don't press it down too far. Inhale, bring that leg back down. Stretch out the arms again. And then on the other side, exhale, left leg comes in, bend it in. So just take it slow at first, at your own rhythm. Back, inhale, stretch out. Exhale, right leg. So this is a good way to warm up the entire body. Lengthen the back, warm up the legs. And it's also a nice massage for your stomach. You're activating your whole digestive system here as you press your leg down onto your stomach. And as you go a little bit deeper, it's okay if your leg comes out a little bit towards your side. Just go as far as your body can let you go at this moment of the day. Remember to guide with your breath. So also opening up the groin and the hip flexors here. A couple more times on each side. Inhale as you extend. Exhale as you bend the knee in. Hear the breath going in and out through your throat. And one last time. And extend those legs out again. And then you're going to bend both legs and bring them in towards your chest. And you're going to make circles with your knees here. So put your hands on your knees and just start making circles to one side here. You're slightly rocking side to side, that's okay. Don't make the circles too quick. So it's just a gentle stretch out here and then change opposite way. Feel the areas of tightness if there are any. Send your breath there. And come back to center. And we're going to roll ourselves up. So take your hands in behind your legs and roll yourselves up gently up to sitting. We're going to turn around and come on our hands and knees. And start with a few cat-cows here to open up the spine a little bit more, wake it up. So hands come under your shoulders, knees under your hips. And with an inhale, you're going to bring your chest forward, open up those shoulders, look up. Exhale, curve your back up, round it, push in between your shoulder blades. Inhale again, it's a cow. Exhale, feel that wave in your back, all the vertebrae moving. Inhale again. So this is really one of the best exercises you can do to wake up your spine. There's no risk of hurting yourself. Deep breaths. Couple more times here. Inhale. Exhale. And come back to neutral. Bring your hands a little bit further forward. Your hands are at shoulders distance. So as your feet at hip distance apart, and we're going to push up into downward facing dog. So pushing your hands and feet and send those hips up to the sky. Shoulders are externally rotated, so not stuck against your ears. And just walk the dog here, so bend your right and your left leg. Feeling the stretch in the back of both legs. Your whole body is active here, so really pushing into the hands and the feet. And if you can't entirely straighten your legs for now, it's totally fine. What's important is the shape of your back. So you're sending your hips up, your sitting bones up towards the sky. And make sure that your back is keeping its healthy shape. If you can, try to reach your heels towards the ground. But however far you can go is good for you. So don't worry about the final shape, just worry about how it feels for you. And each exhale, try to sink a little bit more into it. And the next inhale, you're going to bring your right leg to the front. If you can't entirely bring it to the front, you can take your hand and help to bring it to the front. The back knees to the ground, look in front of you. Exhale, bring the other foot to the front, sink down into it, and roll yourself all the way back up. Extend the arms up to the sky, bend the knees slightly, look back. Exhale, release. So we're going to go into a few Surya Namaskar, some salutations. So inhale, exhale, hands in prayer. Inhale, look up and your knees look back. Exhale, stay with the knees bent to Uttanasana, so fold forward. Don't extend your legs yet, as we're still warming up our legs. Your head is hanging down, and take your elbows in between your hands, so you can just sway a little bit side to side here. Feel the weight into your feet, slightly a bit more into your toes. Just let gravity do the work here.
And slowly come back to center. Release those hands to the ground on the outsides of your feet. And with an inhale, send your left foot back, knee to the ground, look in front of you. Hold, make a plank, straight back. Exhale, knee, chest, and chin to the ground. Your hips are up. Inhale, cobra. So make it slow if it's your first one today. Look up, shoulders away from the ears. And exhale yourself back into downward facing dog. Send the hips up. Remember, if your knees are bent, it's not a problem. Inhale, your left foot to the front. Look in front of you. Exhale, release. Inhale, bring yourself all the way back up. Extend up, slightly looking back. Release, arms down. Inhale, exhale, hands in prayer. Inhale, look up. Exhale, forward bend. Release your head always. Right leg goes to the back. Other foot, make a plank. Exhale to the ground. Inhale, look up. Cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot to the front. Left foot. Inhale, all the way back up. And release the arms. Inhale, exhale, hands in prayer. Inhale, send those hands up to the sky. Exhale, Namasté. Inhale, left foot to the back. Right foot, make a plank straight back. Exhale, knee, chest, and chin to the ground. Inhale, those arms are stuck to your sides. Look up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Your feet are parallel. Inhale, your left foot to the front. Exhale, right foot. Inhale, right back up. Release a couple more times here. You should feel your body getting warm. Inhale, exhale, hands in prayer. Inhale, look up. Exhale, forward fold, release your neck. Inhale, right foot back. Left foot back, make a plank. Exhale to the ground. Inhale, cobra. Downward facing dog, send your hips up, press in the hands and feet. Inhale, right foot to the front. Left foot, release your head. Inhale, all the way back up. Slightly bend your knees, look back. Exhale, and last time on the left side. Inhale, exhale, hands in prayer. Inhale, hands up, look up. Namasté, forward bend. If you straighten your legs, make sure you're not rounding your back. Inhale, left foot back. Plank. Exhale to the ground. Inhale, look up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Shoulders away from the ears. Send those hips up. Inhale, left foot to the front. Exhale, the other foot, release your head. Inhale yourself all the way back up. Exhale, release your arms to your sides. Open up your legs slightly. Give yourself a second here to breathe deeply. Close your eyes. Roll your shoulders back. Feel your heart rate. Feel the blood flowing. Your body is nice and warmed up here. Remember the Ujjayi breath. We're slowly slowing down the heart rate.
And open up your eyes again. I'm going to come facing you. I'm going to start stretching out, elongating the spine. So bring your right foot behind you. Cross those feet, and both feet are facing the front. So you want to have the pressure in both feet in the ground. Inhale, both arms up. You can take your hands together, index finger pointing out. Inhale, reach up. And on the exhale, you're going to fold on your left side. Make sure your pelvis is tilted in. Feel that stretch on your right side. From the feet all the way to the tips of your fingers. All the parts of your body are active. Inhale, come back to center. Shoulders come down. I'm going to change the cross here so the left foot comes behind your right. Both feet are flat on the floor. Inhale, arms up. Exhale over to your right side, pelvis in, stomach is not sticking out. Stretch on the left side. Both feet are grounded into the ground. And inhale, come back to center, release the arms down. Open up your feet a little bit wider than hips distance and a little bit towards the side. We're going to come into Malasana. So if you're really tired or you have tight knees, you can always have a block behind you or a cushion, just something you can sit back onto. Bring your hands in prayer, open your chest. And slowly we're going to bend down into a squat. So make sure you're comfortable here. You can sway a little bit side to side. So your whole body is active here. So you're activating your hips here, your sitting bones, opening up everything. Use your elbows to open those knees to the sides and keep your chest open. So as I said, if it's too intense, you can sit back on something. That's totally fine. You can come to the center. And we're going to open up to the sides here. So your left hand is going to come out to the side. Try to touch the ground here with your fingers. Right arm comes up and look at that hand. Remember to bring your shoulders down. It's a slight twist here, opening the lower back and shoulders. Inhale, come back to center. We're going to change. So right arm comes out towards the ground and left arm comes up. Look at that left hand. Don't forget to breathe here, even if you're not moving. And inhale, back to center. And you're going to bring both feet facing the front of the mat. We're going to open up into low lunge here. So bring that left knee far back behind you. Front leg is bent. Get yourself in a comfortable position so you have a 90-degree angle here. And face the front of your mat. Bring your hands on your front leg. Strong core here so you're not sinking into it. Open your chest. And let your hips fall towards the ground while keeping the integrity of your spine. So it's always important before doing any back bends or twists to really open your hips and your groin. So for those who are advanced, you can also bring your arms up over you to get it a little bit more intense. As you feel, don't push it. And bring those hands back on your leg. And we're going to push back into downward facing dog. Bring your hands to the ground. Bring that leg back and send your hips up, downward facing dog. Push into your hands and feet. On the next inhale, we're going to bring our left foot to the front in between our hands. Right knee comes to the ground. Untouch your toes. And bring yourself up. So hands on your front leg. Tight core. And let gravity do the work here. So your hips are sinking towards the ground. Send your exhale to that area of tension. Try to find a point of focus also that makes it easier for your mind not to go in all directions. Right. Same thing here, I forgot to mention you can bring your arms up over you, whichever you feel more comfortable in. More intense doesn't necessarily feel better. And this time we're going to lift our back knee off the ground and come into crescent lunge. So inhale, bring those arms over you. Keep that front leg bent, 90 degrees angle, and your hips are facing the front of the mat here. Strong core. Now with an inhale, you're going to bend slightly forward. Bring your arms straight back, palms facing down. So you're forming a line with your back leg and your back that's straight. You're going to bend the back leg and push yourself forward. Bring your arms up and bend your leg in towards your chest. Hold here. And inhale. Exhale, slowly that foot back to the ground behind you. Come back into crescent, and this time open up into warrior two. So your back heel comes to the ground. Open up that leg, send your arms out and front and behind you. Check that you're not opening your arm too much towards the side. Shoulders are down, and you can see your front toe here. So you're pushing into both feet, really. You're grounding into the ground. It's like your roots here. Come back, reverse that warrior. So your hand can come down on your back leg, or you can just fold it in like this towards your chest, whichever is more comfortable. Open your side body, look down to your foot or up to your hand, whichever is more comfortable. Keep that bend into the front knee. Inhale, come back. Bring those hands down to the ground on the outside of your front feet. Push yourself back into downward facing dog. Exhale here.
Inhale your right foot to the front. Come into crescent lunge. Inhale your arms up towards the sky. Sink into the pose here. Hips are facing the front of the mat, strong core. Push into that back foot. So we're working on the opening here of the groin and also leg strength. A lot of leg strength going on here. Inhale, bend forwards, keep your back straight and your arms come back, forming a line between your back leg and your back. Look in front of you, slightly bend the back leg. Exhale, bring yourself up, arms come up as well as your left leg comes in towards your chest. Hold here. Find a point of focus in front of you. Inhale, exhale, bring your arms back and your left leg comes back slowly back behind you to come back into crescent lunge. Arms come up. So a lot of balance also going on here, not just strength. Inhale, exhale yourself into warrior two. So your back foot comes down, flat on the ground. You can see your front toe. Open up those hips, form a line. The front heel comes to the middle of the back foot. Arms come straight out. Look at your front hand. Inhale, reverse that warrior. So your hand can come in towards your chest, towards your tummy. You can just take a slight reverse here or put your hand down on your leg. Extend your right side, right arm is straight and look down to your foot or up towards the ceiling, whichever is more comfortable. Once again, might be more easy on the balance if you look down to your foot. Your front leg is still bent. Inhale, come back and bring both hands down to the ground. Short downward facing dog here. And inhale, your knees come down to the ground and sit back on your heel for child's pose here. Just a little rest here. Forehead comes to the ground. You can keep your hands in front of you or bring those arms to your sides next to your legs so you can really release those shoulders down to the ground. Remember that Ujjayi breath, so this is great in this posture to breathe really deeply so you'll even get more extension to your back. Massage your tummy here. Just a little moment to recenter yourself. Calm yourself down. And inhale, bring your hands under your shoulders and push yourself up. And we're going to come up, hips over our knees, and come into puppy pose. So you're going to bring your arms out in front of you. And slowly bring your chest, your forehead close to the ground so you can keep your hands on the tips of your fingers here. If it's comfortable, just come on your hands and fold. Really let that chest pull down closer to the ground. If you're just here with your forehead on the ground, that's perfectly fine. You'll feel a nice extension
through the top of your back and in your shoulders. If you can go further, bring that chin to the ground, hips are up to the sky. So I find this a very grounding pose, also connected to the ground, relaxing. Two more breaths here. Nice and deep. Hear that sound going through your throat. And inhale, push in those hands. Come back up and lie down on your stomach. Make a cushion with your hands. Put your cheek on that cushion, whichever side you want. Feel the movement of your spine and with your shoulder blades as you breathe. It's like a wave, making your spine move up and down. Great. Bring your forehead to the ground, your hands under your shoulders. You're going to take a cobra here. Inhale. And on the exhale, bring those arms nice and tight against your sides, shoulders away from the ears, as if you could hold a pen in between your shoulder blades. And look up. If you're not able to go very far up, just keep your gaze in front of you. You'll still get a nice stretch. You're also strengthening your back here. Use your hands to push yourself up. Exhale, bring yourself back down to the ground. Cheek to the other side on your hands. We're going to do it a second time. Come back to center. Forehead to the ground. Hands under your shoulders. Press those arms into your side. Inhale, exhale. Reach up. Push into your hands. Shoulders down and away from the ears. Collarbones nice and open. So really don't worry how far you're going. Just worry on think about the sensation. And exhale all the way back down to the ground. And push yourself back into child's pose, sorry. Sit back up. And we're going to come to sitting. I'm going to sit this way so you can see. So you're going to bend in your right leg and bring the heel next to your left sitting bone here. And your left leg is going to bend over your right. So make sure that foot is nice and on the ground and you're not tilting to one side. Those sitting bones are on the ground. We're going to take a little twist here now that we elongated the spine. So we're going to inhale your left hand up towards the sky and bring it back behind you. Don't look back yet. And your right elbow is going to press against your left knee. Remember, it comes from inside out. So remember to bring your hips looking back behind you with an exhale. Press into that knee. Feel that twist in your spine. Remember, imagine if you're going up a staircase. So with each inhale, elongate the spine, raise up to the top of your head, and exhale, twist a little bit further if you can. So also getting a good massage in the digestive system here. Your arm can be either bent or straight, whichever is more comfortable for you, as long as your shoulders are nice and down away from your ears. Inhale, elongate, exhale, twist. Two more breaths here. Inhale deeply, exhale. And again, inhale, exhale, feel that twist. Inhale, come back. And we're just going to slightly bend towards the other side, so bring both hands down on the right side. Twist slightly here, just a counter pose here. And we switch to the other side. So first bend your left leg in, your heel comes against your right sitting bone, and bend that right leg over the left. That foot is nice and on the ground, both sitting bones on the ground here. So you're not tilting to one side. Inhale, elongate, and bring that right arm behind you. Don't twist your neck yet. And your left elbow is pressing against your right knee. Inhale, reach up, elongate the spine. Exhale, look back and twist. Press against your knee. So you're bringing yourself out here. Every exhale a little bit more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist a little bit more. 3 more breaths. Arm is bent or straight. Your whole body is engaged. Next inhale, come back. And do a little counter twist here. So both hands come down to the ground. Twist lightly here. That feels great. And come down with both legs extended in front of you. We're going to go into Paschimottanasana, so a little forward bend here. Take your sitting bones out from under you here, make some space. Sit up straight. Now, if you notice that your back is slightly curved, you can bend your legs a little bit. It probably means that your hamstrings are a bit too tight. So your back is rounding. Depends on where you are. So if you're here, that's totally fine. Inhale your arms up. And exhale, reach forward. Your hands come down on your legs, on your feet. Wherever you are, it's fine if you have your legs extended. That's also great. And flex those feet to get the maximum extension in the back of the legs. Open that chest as much as you can, so don't round your back. And with an exhale, bring yourself a little bit forward. Your stomach is coming down towards your legs. Your head is the last thing that's going to come down. So really important to take this one slowly. There's no sense in pulling in a very abrupt way. It will not make you get there faster. So some days you'll get further, some days not. There's good days and bad days. That's also fine. Personally, this is not one of my favorite postures, which is why I have to do it more often. It's actually my body showing me that I have some kind of tension. If I don't like this pose, there's a reason. Inhale, release. Put the arms straight up over your head. And release the arms down behind you. So put those hands behind you and the fingers are pointing towards your body, just slightly behind you. It doesn't need to be too far. Arms are straight. Inhale, and with an exhale, you're going to push into those heels and those hands and bring those hips up towards the sky. Chest is open, and if that's comfortable for you, release your head back. If it's all right with your neck, hips are coming up towards the sky, toes reaching down towards the ground. Exhale, bring yourself back down, and your head comes last. Great. We're going to do a little bit of abdominal strength here. So you can come here onto your sitting bones. So your legs are going to come up off the ground. You can keep your shins parallel to the ground. Your arms come out and down straight with the palms facing the ceiling. Open the chest. You can stay here. You will already get a good enough abdominal work. Or you can straighten out the legs, whichever is better for you. Breathe here. Hold. We're going to breathe deeply. Strong core. Release slowly to the ground. Extend the legs. And try to release as slowly as possible. Strong core, vertebra by vertebra, coming down. Take deep breaths here. Relax. And bring both legs in towards you so you can touch your heels here with your fingers. If you have a book or a block, put it in between your legs here, in between your knees. So you have to hold that object in between your legs. It also allows your legs to be parallel. And bring your hands down to the floor, palms facing down. Inhale, exhale, push those hips up towards the sky. Hips are coming up. If you don't have something between your legs, make sure those legs are still parallel. Push into those feet. Your chest is coming to your chin. If you want to, you can interlace your hands and go a little bit further up onto your shoulder blades. Nice opening here. Exhale yourself back down slowly. Now we're going to do that a second time. Inhale, exhale, push yourself up, hip up towards the sky, legs are parallel. Push those feet into the ground. Interlace those hands if you want, and hike up onto your shoulder blades. So this is a good heart opening, back bend, and also strengthening for the legs. Look at your stomach coming up and down. And exhale, release yourself slowly back down to the ground, from the top to the bottom of your back. Feel the firing in your legs. And we're going to come into one of my favorite postures here, happy baby. So bend both of your legs in towards you. And you can reach or take your big toes with your front. Bend your legs and try to bring your feet towards you with your hands here. So your knees are reaching towards the ground. And remember, your entire back is on the ground here. So don't reach up like this. All the vertebrae are on the ground. You can sway a little bit side to side here. You can close your eyes. Very feel-good posture here. Very relaxing. I like to do this one also before going to bed, but it's good for any moment of the day also. You come to the middle and stay here just a little bit. As you exhale, sink into it a little bit further. And release your legs. And both legs are going to extend out to the ground. And we come to Shavasana. So open your legs at the distance of the mat, hip distance, and also the hands facing up towards the ceiling. We're going to do one last little effort here before Shavasana. So you're going to tense your entire body, extend your fingers nice and wide open, palms come off the ground, shoulders also off the ground, legs come up, extend, tense, tense, tense here. Everything is tight. And exhale, release to the ground, everything falls down. And so just make sure you got all of that out of your body, all the tension. Make sure you come to a stable posture here. Bring your chin slightly in towards your chest so you really extend your whole back, your whole spine. So just scan over your body. How does it feel now after this 1 hour class compared to the beginning? Do you feel stronger? Do you feel more flexible? Do you feel more centered also? How does your mind feel? If you woke up a little bit tense or irritated, do you feel a bit better now? Just look at yourself, your feelings, your sensations, without discriminating anything. There's no perfect, ideal sensation. Just take it as it is. Just keep on breathing deeply. Fill up that stomach with air. Sigh it out. One more time. And we're going to stay here in silence for just a few more instants. You can just imagine yourself floating over your body and look at yourself lying there, motionless. And we're going to start coming back to your body. So take a big inhale, bring the breath back into you. Start wiggling toes and hands, fingers, whatever makes you feel good. And if you want to, take a big stretch out. Ooh, and if a yawn comes out, that's also fine. And roll over to your side. Keep your eyes closed, and when you're ready, push yourself up with your hand. Come to an easy seat again. And we're going to finish off with 3 ohms as we started. So sit down, still with your eyes closed. Hands in prayer. Inhale. Inhale. Last time. Thank you very much, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the class. Feel free to like the class and comment if you want. I'm curious to know what is your favorite pose. So feel free to put a comment and let me know which one you enjoyed the most, or even which one is the most challenging for you. And with that, have a great day, everyone, and we'll see you very soon.